back, everyone. You know, there's a new movie in the theaters all about AI, and here to talk about that are our local movie reviewers, Bart and Jennifer Mills. So welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so this is a big sci-fi thriller of a movie, kind of dealing with what we may be dealing with in the future. It's called Companion. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So that's the spoiler piece of it we're trying to avoid. This is one of those movies. This is a movie. It's actually the big draw of this thing is that it was produced by Zach Krager, who gave us Barbarian in 2022, which was probably one of the best and most surprising movies we've had in a long time, and one of those movies that for some reason we were able to go into blind, and so we could enjoy the twists and surprises. The bad thing about this one is that, frankly, the trailer has spoiled it all. And now we're to the point where your morning news guy is spoiling it for everybody. And so it's tougher to just enjoy the twists as they come. But so this is a movie, fairly small budget movie, $10 million. It stars Jack Quaid, who is actually from The Boys, and Sophie Thatcher, who is from Yellow Jackets. So a couple of young stars, and they play a couple who are basically going off for a weekend with a bunch of friends to a very wealthy man's house to just enjoy some time away. And then basically a bunch of things happen, surprises take effect, and I'd really rather not spoil everything for everybody, but it's a comedy, though very dark comedy, and a thriller.
Right, so this is pretty much like when I go to your house to visit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. Except we said very wealthy friends.
Yeah. Which we are not.
So you were saying that you went into this movie blind. Well, this movie actually didn't get a big marketing campaign behind it, so there was very little money behind it.
Yeah. Every person that I've talked to about this movie, I have literally told them, if you can avoid watching the trailer, do not watch the trailer. Just go in, because if you didn't know about any of these characters, you would love it so much more. I mean, we still absolutely love this movie, knowing the twist, but if you don't know the twist, it's so much better.
Yeah, this movie is rated R. It's also 97 minutes long. I do want to say there was a review that said the Companion is the killer robot movie that Megan desperately wanted to be. So I thought that was very interesting, because I thought Megan was a big hit, right?
Yeah, Megan was a big hit, and I thought Megan was a lot of fun. And as we now know, this is a killer robot movie, and so it would have been so much more fun. My point, I guess, is we're in an age now where trailers tell you everything.
Yeah.
And this is one of those movies that would be so much more fun if you didn't know that. If you didn't know that this involved a killer robot, it'd be great fun. Though there are still some really fun twists that take place within that sort of piece of it.
Right.
So it's well written. The jokes hit. It actually is funny.
Yep.
The actors are really, just charming and good at what they do. And overall, it's a very small movie, $10 million budget, made like $4 million on the first weekend. So who knows? Hopefully this director, who is Drew Haycock, gets another shot.
Yeah, so let's go to my favorite website, Rotten Tomatoes. You know I love it. You love it too. All right, so Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 90% audience approval rating, which is really good. And actually, the critic rating was even higher.
Yeah. Well, it's been doing really well with critics, and I think, audiences that go to see it like it. Like you said, there wasn't a huge sort of rollout on it in terms of marketing. I think it was one of those Facebook and underground internet sensations. People saw about it, but if they didn't buy Super Bowl time or anything like that, I don't suspect. So people have to find it, and I imagine it'll do really well when it comes to streaming as well.
All right, so let's do the big reveal here. Are we giving this movie a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or just somewhere in the middle?
Well, a little giveaway for me. This is the first movie we've seen in quite some time that I cannot wait to see it again. So for me, this is 2 big thumbs up. I absolutely love this movie.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, again, I'll warn people. I mean, it is dark. There's some violence. There's some language. There's
a couple pretty gory scenes.
Yeah, some sexual innuendo, I suspect. But other than that, I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it's well worth seeing.
All right, so we're going to have to rush on out and go see the movie Companion. All right, well, Bart and Jen, thanks for coming out today.
Thanks.
All right, well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.